And welcome back to another video of my streaming area. So, what we're going to do this time is I'm going to talk about mods. A lot of people are kind of unsure about how mods work and everything else, how to level them, what they do, um, and they ask a bunch of questions. So, we're going to take a look at everything and basically see what's going on. Um, when I first started playing this game, I didn't really know what was going on either. I had a friend that showed me around, teach me the ropes and everything, and I've been playing this game for 5 years since. Um, it's actually a really great game, fun to play and everything else. It just has a lot of stuff with it. So I'm just going to pick on one, doesn't matter what. Mods are mods, it just depends on what you want. Now, they go from bronze, silver, gold, and these are a little bit different because they're a different color. So I don't know what they're going down for that. But let's just pick on deadly maneuvers. So basically, if you look at the card, you got, it'd be just a lot easier if I put it in the middle. So if you look at the card here, it has a 4 and a line in the upper on the upper right hand corner. The 4 is how many points that card takes to use, and the line is its polarization. And I'll get into polarization here in a little bit. But for what the card does, it says deadly maneuvers on dodge gains 100% headshot critical chance for your next 2 shots. So if your character dodges, you gain 100% critical for your next 2 shots when it comes down to the Magnus. So each card has a name at the bottom of it. Now, it could have your frame's name, could have a specific weapon, or it could just say Warframe, or primary, or shotgun, or rifle, or melee. So depending on what the card is actually made for and what it does, that is what the mod is specified for. Now, to level a card, I'm going to pick on a cheap one, I don't care what. So we're going to pick on shield resistance to ice levels. You're going to put a 1 in it, just like that. And then you got up here in the upper left, where it says start fusing into selected mod. You pick that, puts it up in the middle. Now you're going to have dots down here underneath the card. These dots are what specify its level. If you can max the level out, you're going to see that in the upper right hand corner the number went up. So if the number goes up, then basically you have to have that number for you to contribute points on your frame in order to put it on there, and I'll show you that here in a little bit as well. So once you get it to where you need to, you're going to look over here to your right. So it's going to show you how much endo is going to cost for you to level the card, and it's going to show you how much credits you have to pay to level the card up. Well, the card mod, I call them cards because if you highlight over them, it looks like a card instead of a mod. But for the mod, and it's going to cost you. It's going to show you how much it's going to cost altogether. Now you have 2 choices: apply fusion, which will lock it into that 3 right there, or to cancel fusion. I'm not going to fuse it I'm not going to fuse it with just that because I'm not going to use the card. But I wanted to show this to you on how to actually level it. Now I'm going to show you my frame real quick. Believe it or not, I actually re-leveled this frame because I'm building it up. So these are my mods where I got them leveled. Now I use specific ones because I like to farm a lot. But like I said, my frame is Cora. So you have her pilfering straddle dome, which is specific to her. So it gives me exactly what it's going to do for her, and the same thing for her accumulating whip claw. Same thing, made for her. Then you got intensify, which is for the frame. You got continuity, which is for the frame. Stretch, which is for the frame, and a few others. Now, on polarization, the reason why I'm saying polarization actually matters, because if you look at some of my cards, they're green. Now, with the green, that means they're sitting in a slot that's polarized to that card. Now I got a card here that's green and I got a card here that's not. It means it sits in an empty polarized slot, meaning there's nothing there for it until I polarize it. How you polarize is you go into actions down there at the bottom. So it's down here at the bottom right where you see actions, mods, remove all, tutorial, and back. You go to actions. And actions is going to give you these different areas here. Now if you have an Orkin reactor installed, you get double your points. It doubles your capacity, which if you like the frame and everything else, you want to do it. Now your polarization right here is add a modified the polarity of a slot. So basically when you have formas are actually what are required to do this. Your frame has to be at max level, which is 30. Once you hit max level, you hit this, and then you actually get to polarize a slot. Now, once you polarize a slot and you put the card in that slot, make sure you polarize it for the card that, well, make sure you polarize it for the mod that you want. Because when you polarize it for what you want specifically, that polarization slot's going to be there until you polarize it later on. So if you get a brand new different set of mods that you want to actually put in there, then you're going to have to redo the polarization. Now if you polarized every single one of them and there's a different mod in there that you want to do, then you're going to have to polarize it for that one later on if you want. You don't have to, but you don't want it red. Whatever you do, you don't want to put a different mod in there, because I'll show you what happens. Let's just say fast deflection. I'm going to replace stretch with it. It turns it red. What that does is the card was worth 4. I put it in and it raises it. It raises the mod point level on it. Kind of kills you with it too. The mod will basically function to a little bit of its capacity. It won't really function all the way because it's not sitting in its right polarization. You want it to work non-stop, you want it green. You want it to work all the time, you want it to where it's neutral. If it's red, card will work, but it kind of acts like it doesn't really do exactly what it's supposed to all the time. That's what it kind of feels like to me. But the card will work, it just be red until you can change it out. Now, since I put my energy siphon was red before, and it basically kind of was slow at the regenerating energy. But since I have it on a polarized slot for it now, it actually gives me back energy kind of quicker now. So every 6 seconds I get 1 rate of energy. So, So it basically helps. Polarizations are the best. They do help your frame out a lot. Once you get the card sitting on a specific one, it does work a lot better. And then other than that, if you guys have any other questions or have any other points on this, just leave me some notes on there. Let me know. I'll try and answer them as best I can. Other than that, I hope you guys would subscribe to my channel. If not, it's okay, but please do. If you guys have any of the requests, please make them as well. I will definitely follow up on it and then put one out there for you guys for that. And then I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy the explanation of how mods are and how to level them and everything. And you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.